What's up, y'all? Today we're going over the Veto Pro Pac Refurbished Trade School student program that they have going on for anyone who is currently attending trade school. Myself being a first-year electrical apprentice, I happen to participate in this program, so I'll be showing you what I got, how much it cost, and how long it took to get here, along with the switch over from my old bag to my new one. So this program is a program for trade students. It costs approximately $37.50 after everything's said and done to get your bag. It's a pretty sweet deal considering most Veto Pro Pac products, range within $50 to $350. With that in mind, when you're a first-year apprentice starting off, you're usually making pretty low money. I know myself, in Arizona, I'm only making $17 right now per hour, so this was something that's definitely super helpful. With that in mind, you do have to do a little bit of work to get your bag, so go to the Veto Pro Pac website, then you're going to go to the trade students section, then you're going to either choose if you want to get a brand new bag with a 20% discount, or if you want to fill out the form and get the $37.50 bag that's refurbished. With this program, you just fill out the intake form, so you're going to put what school you're attending, what trade you're in, along with who's your professor/instructor. Then you're going to fill out your student ID along with your proof of enrollment, which is usually your class schedule. I did not have a student ID, and so I used my indenturement papers for my apprenticeship. They approved me within a day, and then I got the bag only 3 days later. Not kidding. I ordered it, I think, on a Tuesday, and it was here by Saturday morning, so not bad at all. Now, I've seen some posts on Reddit about this, and people are saying, I got a brand new bag. Oh my God, it looks brand new. It's so sweet. This thing's barely been used. Myself, personally, it was not exactly the case. I'm going to be showing you what arrived, exactly how it arrived, and what we're looking at. So this just got here today. Big box. I already opened it, but I personally chose, while they had a good selection, the Veto Pro Pac Tech LC. Now, my bag looks pretty new. It's not too bad. It's not in horrible condition by any means. There are a few things about it, though, to show off. With this bag, I personally chose this one because I'm not a huge fan of backpacks. I've always been the kind of person that carried around with a handle. And so with that in mind, this was the perfect solution for me. You can also do a shoulder strap that clips on right here when you're not using it, but I probably won't be using it. Taking a look at this bag, it definitely doesn't look too bad, initially at least. There are a couple things to mention. It's for sure a very used bag. Like I said, I know some people say that they get a brand new one, but you could tell this one's been used. Got a lot of lint and dirt on it. I already cleaned this up a little bit, but you can definitely see some dirt and the letters starting to rub out a bit. When we flip over to the front side, it becomes definitely more apparent that it's been used. I did try and clean this up a bit to make it look a bit nicer, but it is what it is. It's a used bag. The reason I did choose this one was mainly because, again, it is a handle carry, similar to my old bag. Now, the inside, not too bad a condition. You can see with this, it is a bit abused, used, whatever you want to call it, but it's really not bad, and you can't beat it for $37.50. I did find a little bit of dog hair on here, stuck inside of it. And these pockets, you could tell, have a bit of abrasion sticking out a bit. Definitely expanded, but again, very usable, great bag, and a big upgrade for myself. One thing to note is I couldn't really tell if anything had been refurbished on this bag, but when I flip it over, all the zippers, except for these two, are all the Veto Pro Pac logoed zippers. Now, I don't think this is a factory thing, considering every single zipper does have some wear on it. You can see the paint coming off. Or these two are brand new zippers from YKK, which that's a totally good zipper brand. Not a bad thing or something to complain about, but you can't tell this is what has been replaced on this. With that in mind, so with this side, you have some larger pockets, which I plan to use for bits and things, other tools that I don't use as much, and my multimeter. So it's a good bag that'll suit my needs, and it has a little bit of extra space in there. Definitely what I was looking for personally out of a bag. It's got more than enough space for me, so it should work out perfect. This bag is jam-packed. And when I say jam-packed, I mean it could be more packed, but it wouldn't be very great. So I have mostly all the pockets being used other than a couple of the side ones. And usually I'll have my utility knife there anyway, but I used to carry my meter in here, but I haven't been needing it. So there's a tape measure clip, but I never found it worked that great. So I just throw my tape measure in here. But this thing is pretty packed up, and the problem with it is, if you could tell, it's not sitting flat whatsoever. The back of it's completely off the ground. So I put the tool bag down and it instantly is falling over. And sometimes I'll put it down in a rush and boom, tools are spilling out, whatever it is. So with that in mind, I knew it was time for a good upgrade. So let's move everything over to our new Veto bag, see how that looks in 3, 2, 1. And here we go. All right, guys, now that we've looked everything over and I've showed you the inside of the bag, I want to give some final thoughts and conclusions on it. Overall, I'd say the build quality is extremely good, especially compared to any other bag I've owned so far. I mean, you can fold these guys over themselves and button it right there so that way you have everything available right whenever you need it. Pretty convenient and similar to an open bag design, so that's something I really liked. The handle is super sturdy and really nice to grip and hold. I'm gonna guesstimate this thing weighs around 23 pounds with all the tools in it. Not too bad. Probably about 7 pounds heavier than my old setup. Something else that's really cool is these D-rings, which you can throw different attachments on for bits, whatever you want. And then of course, extra pockets. This one goes right here. This one goes all the way down here. So you have some great extra storage there. I haven't even thrown anything in them yet, but it is available. Like I mentioned, with the strap, you can just clip it right here. So when you're not using it, boom, good to go. I don't know if I keep that on there, but we'll see. This side, you do have this pocket as well, which is really nicely clipped. And then it has some extra little goodies in there where you can store bits or, you know, small things. There's a couple small pockets within it. And then lastly, there's one more pocket up here, which this one's pretty big. It goes all the way down to the bottom here, so it pretty much fits my whole hand. So realistically, I think this is a great bag to get if it's available. Something to mention is with that program, they only have certain bags available sometimes. So you really have to constantly check it and see if they upload any new bags. And then you kind of have to snipe them and get them quickly, because the day I bought this, the next day there was no more available. They also had the Tech MCT available, but that one was also bought out by the next day. So again, the good bags get sniped quickly. You really got to be on top of it because people want these bags. Now that you know about it though, you can check the website and find one for yourself. I really love this hard bottom. Super solid, super sturdy. This thing is going to make sure your tools don't fall over, which was a constant issue for myself inside of the car on the way home. You know, you do a hard stop and all your tools have spilled out. Not so fun to pick them all up. That'll never happen. So in conclusion, if you can get it and you're a trade student, do it. If you're a journeyman, you probably have the money to already buy a nicer bag, so no need to worry about that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I hope you all have a good one.